Hello vinyl community, how you doing? It's Bill with the Vinylverse. Back again with another video, finally. Before I get started, I just wanted to take this time to say I hope everyone, all my American friends, if you celebrated Thanksgiving, I hope you all had a nice Thanksgiving holiday and got to spend some time with your family, and I just hope it was a good day all around. We had a nice one here, and it was good to have a couple days off. So, back again for another video. This is Vinyl Grabs. Still showing stuff that I've picked up since July. Still a big stack here. I'm going to try to power through all of these. There's a big stack here, and there's some common things in here, so I'm not going to spend too much time on those. But if I gloss over anything and you have a question or want to know more about it, just ask me down below in the comments, and I will be happy to answer any questions. But yeah, I did Vinyl Grabs a couple weeks ago of some stuff, and I actually did one before that a little while back, and this is all stuff that's been has come in since July. So let's see, July, August, September, October, and November. So there's a lot here. I'm also going to put a timestamp down below in the description of where my jazz pickups starts, because there's almost half of what I'm going to show is jazz related. So if anyone wants to just jump right to the jazz stuff, I will mark that down in the description. But to get started, discovered a new thrift store in my area, and I visited it a couple times now. Only bought something the first time. All their records are $1, and it's your typical thrift store stuff. So there was plenty of Ray Conniff and Mitch Miller and all the stuff you see, Barbra Streisand. But I was happy to pick up two things the first time I went there. And these are in really excellent condition. So I was stoked to get these for $1, starting with Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA from 1984. Yeah, didn't have this on record, so for $1 I wasn't going to leave it there. And even more excited to find Sade's Diamond Life from 1985. Yeah, 1985. Real happy to find this, and like I said, these are in excellent shape, and this was only $1. So you can see the spines, everything looks great on it. So I was really happy to find those two for a couple bucks. I've been waiting for this to get a repress from Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab, and it is the B-52's second album, Wild Planet. So I saw it come up that it was back in stock a little while back, so I jumped right on it. This is my favorite B-52's album, and so happy to have it in this pressing. So, and these aren't overly expensive. This was $24.99, I believe. I don't know how many were pressed, but this is number 4,323. So awesome to get this. This is from 1980. Of course, songs like Party Out of Bounds, Private Idaho, Devil in My Car, Dirty Back Road, and excuse me, one of my favorites is Give Me Back My Man. That's on here as well, so love this one. I think just about everyone showed this, but when it was announced, I put it on pre-order, and it came in a while back. Tom Petty Wildflowers. This is the 3 LP. So Wildflowers and More, I think it was, and all the rest. Try Gatefold there. First of all, I've always loved this album. I have my original CD, but this is just phenomenal sounding, just really, really wonderful. They did an excellent job with this, and I'm incredibly happy and thankful that they put it out there again. Okay, recently everyone was showing their Walmart $15 sale scores. I made a last minute decision to go check out and see what was there, and I came away with two things. The first being I needed an upgrade of my Dark Side of the Moon, so I got the 2016 2016 remaster. So excellent pressing, sounds great. And the other thing I picked up is Walmart exclusive Vince Guaraldi Charlie Brown Christmas with the lenticular cover there, and also it is on a snowflake picture disc here. This actually sounds excellent. So it's an all-time classic album, and I figured why not? So for $15 I picked it up. Really, really happy with that. So that was my Walmart sale pickup. I got a Japanese pressing. I needed an upgrade of this album too, and I found a Japanese pressing of the Genesis, and then there were 3 albums from 1978. This is an original Japanese pressing. I'm not going to take it out or anything, but it's on the Charisma label. Yeah, this sounds great too. I always thought my American pressing that I had, it was an 80s press, kind of just sounded dull. But this sounds a lot better. So I was happy to get that. Speaking of Genesis, recently picked up the reissue remaster of Steve Hackett Genesis Revisited live at the Royal Albert Hall from 2014. They reissued it this year. This is a 3 LP set of all Genesis classics. And yeah, this is great too. Steve Hackett, the past, I don't know, almost 10 years or so, has really been touring a lot of, he's been touring a lot, and then, representing the Genesis catalog quite a bit in those tours. So yeah, happy to have this. And like I said, it's 3 LPs, so it's got just about everything you'd want as a Genesis fan. So band sounds great, fantastic. Picked this up from, I think it was Lunchbox Records down in Charlotte, North Carolina. Might have been Record Store Day Drop 1 or 2. I think it was 1. They got a copy of Clear Light Symphony. Clear Light Symphony for 1975. And this is I wrote down in my notes an unofficial Record Store Day release. So this is on the Hypes. They have this kind of like Obi here and it reads prog rock at its finest, the 1975 masterpiece featuring pianist Cecile Verdot and 3 members of Gong, which includes Steve Hillage. Steve Hillage is a great guitar player. So yeah, this is great, and this is on nice pink vinyl there with some little bit of marbling going on. So that's kind of cool. Continuing on the OB here, it says opaque pink vinyl LP. So cool to have that. Also picked up the bootleg release of Flower Traveling Band Satori on Phoenix Records. I think a lot of people know this. This is kind of like psychedelic rock with Eastern influence. Really great. Just the gatefold. This is even though this is not an official release, this is a great pressing of this album. So originals of this album are, first of all, hard to find, and secondly, quite expensive. So to pick up this bootleg, was happy to do so. Okay, moving on. Got a couple German prog krautrock type stuff here. So this is Gropschnet, Ballerman, and this is 1974. 1975. This is yeah, they were a bit of a weird band, but this is really good stuff. A double album on that wonderful Brain label there. Really happy to get that. And then also got the debut album from Novalis. This is Banished Bridge. This is a really great prog album. Novalis is just a great band. They're on the later Brain label there. This album came out in 1973. Yeah, and this is a 1976 reissue, or repress, I should say. Yeah, Novalis, their first several albums are all terrific. This one is great. I also have Summer Bend, which I think was their third album. That one's great too, but yeah, really love this. Okay. Found this at one of my local stores called Joys and Toys. Went there during my lunch break one day and came away with Oregon's. I think it's their second album. This is Distant Hills. So Oregon is a very interesting band where you have Paul McCandless, Glenn Moore, Ralph Towner, and Colin Walcott. So you have instruments like oboe, violin, flute, tabla, sitar, mellophone, trumpet. Then, of course, guitars, bass guitars, and drums. So, yeah, really interesting band. Good album, real good album here. So now, really moving on to the jazz stuff here. I have a few Tone Poet releases, starting with Herbie Hancock, My Point of View. Originally released in 1963. You have Donald Byrd on trumpet, Gratian Moncor III on trombone, Hank Mobley on tenor sax, Herbie Hancock on piano, Grant Green on guitar, Chuck Israels on bass, and Anthony Williams on drums. So great players on this one. These Tone Poet releases are just awesome. So this one's really good. Really love it. Then a couple more recent ones that came in. Duke Pearson, The Phantom. Really great. Leaning a little more to soul jazz, but still really great. And there's still like traditional jazz as part of it too. But yeah, really beautiful, really great. On here you have a bunch of players. You have, of course, Duke Pearson on piano, Jerry Dejanette on flute and alto flute, Sam Brown on guitar, Al Gaffa on guitar, Bob Crenshaw on bass, Mickey Rooker on drums, Victor Pantojo on conga, and Potato Valdez on congo and gyro. So, yeah, it was really glad I picked this one up. I kind of waited on it a little bit, and then after streaming it a few times, I decided to pick it up, and it's well worth picking up. And then the most recent one just came in a week or two ago. This is Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, Roots and Herbs. Recorded it in 1961 from 2 sessions, February 18th and May 27th. Another just great release here. So, Jazz Messengers, of course, Art Blakey on drums, Lee Morgan on trumpet, Wayne Shorter on tenor sax, Bobby Timmons on piano, Jibby Merritt on bass, and on a couple tracks on this album, you have Walter Davis Jr. on piano. Excellent stuff here. So this, like I said, was recorded in 1961. I don't think it was released until 1970. Yeah, 1970, Blue Note released it. And then this year, they did the Tone Poet. Definitely worth grabbing. Great stuff. Okay, just a handful more here. This one, just awesome stuff here. This is El Corazon, Don Cherry and Ed Blackwell on ECM Records. I love this album. It's just, pardon me, it's just Don Cherry on, he plays trumpet, piano, melodica, organ, and then something called Dusin Guni. Not sure exactly what that is. And then, of course, Ed Blackwell playing drums. It says drums, wood drum, and cowbell. This is an amazing album. These two guys just really I guess you could call it free jazz, but it's not like too out there where it's just craziness. It's all controlled, and it's wonderful. Ed Blackwell, especially to me, really is the star of this album, but both are great. I really love this album. Unfortunately, this album does have a slight warp to it, but it doesn't affect play. But I was a little disappointed when I noticed kind of an edge warp. But plays fine, doesn't affect play, so that's good. But if you ever come across this one, I really, really recommend this one. Okay, from 1957 on Prestige. This is Kenny Burrell, All Night Long. Cover here is a little rough. It's split. I haven't repaired the split yet. But this was a really cool find. Picked it up from Dusty Groove. And on this one, you have Kenny Burrell on guitar, Hank Mobley on tenor sax, Jerome Richardson on flute and tenor sax, Donald Byrd on trumpet, Mal Waldron on piano, Doug Watkins on bass, and Art Taylor on drums. Yeah, terrific. Terrific stuff, as you'd expect. That's on Prestige. There. Record is in very good shape. Yeah, but definitely happy to grab that one. Okay, awesome. Also from Dusty Groove, I got also on ECM Records from before, Jack Dejanette, Directions, Untitled. Another great one. This is Jack Dejanette on drums. And also this is he plays tenor sax on one of the songs. John Abercrombie on guitars, Alex Foster on tenor and soprano saxophones, Mike Richmond on bass, and Warren Bernhardt on piano. So this is 1976. This is an original ECM label. Wonderful stuff. I've said it before. Jack Dejanette, anything I see by him, I will pick up. He has truly become a favorite of mine. This is him back here. Just an outstanding drummer. Great album. And to have John Abercrombie again playing with Jack Dejanette here, those two have a very good chemistry going. I have that Gateway album by those two guys, and just great stuff. Also from Dusty Groove, I just became aware of this album, and then I saw it at Dusty Groove, so I picked it up. I jumped on it, as a matter of fact. It is Boom by Max Roach, and I think this came out in 1980. Yeah, 1980, and this actually is a 1981 repress. This is just a bunch of drummers and percussionists playing songs, and yeah, I just loved it. When I first discovered it, there's a series of Boom albums. This is the first one, I believe. I just fell in love with it. On here you have Max Roach, Rory Brooks, Joe Chambers, Omar Clay, Ray Mantilla, Warren Smith, Freddie Waits, Kenyatta Abdur-Rahman, and Fred King, all on drums and percussion. Yeah, really great. And it is on Columbia. So Max Roach being another favorite, was happy to score this. Okay, and finally, last thing I have here to show is Alice Coltrane live at Carnegie Hall from 1971. This is an unofficial release. This is from a live broadcast from WQXR FM. It's live at Carnegie Hall in New York City for Swami Satchidananda's Integral Yoga Institute, February 21st, 1971. This is great. This is Alice Coltrane playing John Coltrane's Africa. So side 1 is part 1 of Africa and side 2 is part 2. And on here you have, it says Alice Coltrane's All-Stars. So of course Alice Coltrane on piano and harp, Farrah Sanders on saxes, flute, fife, and percussion, Archie Shepp on saxes and percussion, Jimmy Garrison and Cecil McBee on basses, Ed Blackwell and Clifford Jarvis on drums, Tulsi on tambura, and Kumar Kramer on harmonium. Yeah, so really happy to have picked this one up as well. Alice Coltrane. Such a cool cover too, even though it's not an official release here. So, I think that was 21 albums. It's a lot. But like I said, I know some of those I kind of went through quickly. So, any questions or want to know more about them, just let me know down in the comments. Or let me know your thoughts in general. So yeah, that's going to do it. I hope you all are doing well. Thank you to any new subscribers that have come. I've noticed I've gotten some people coming, some people going. I very much appreciate you taking the time to watch and subscribing. It's very much appreciated. So I'm going to try and make sure that my next video isn't as long away. You know, I'll try to make videos sooner rather than later. It's been hard making videos. I know I've been saying this lately, but I want to kind of try to start getting back into a routine. I have some things I want to take care of, and I know there's contests coming up and stuff. So, yeah, thanks again. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you're all staying safe and healthy. And I will talk to you again at another time. So take care. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.